So Donald Trump's one co-defendant is still in jail in Georgia. His name is Harrison Floyd. He happens to be African American, and this is being done on purpose by the Biden administration and the Department of Justice to put a rift between Donald Trump and African Americans in the United States. This is being done on purpose. Like, okay, if you side with Trump, this is what's going to happen to you. You'll be in jail while everybody else is free. And that's what's going on here. This is being directed by Joe Biden. This is being directed by the Department of Justice, Merrick Garland. They're influencing this judge to keep this great American patriot behind bars. Harrison Floyd, the lone co-defendant in former President Donald Trump's election interference case in Georgia, who is still in custody, was denied bond by a state judge on Friday, keeping the Black Voices for Trump leader at the Fulton County Jail despite his pleas for release. This is being done on purpose. This is Joe Biden. This is Merrick Garland. They are having this man, who happens to be African American, kept in jail unjustly for one reason. He supports Trump. And that's the reason. That's why he's doing this. He's with a group that organizes African Americans to vote for Trump. He tells the reasons why they should vote for Trump. He served in our military. I think he was a Marine. So let's get into this. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Emily Richardson determined Floyd, one of Trump's co-defendants, in his indictment this month on racketeering charges stemming from his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election, posed a flight risk as well as a risk to commit additional criminal felonies if released on bail, multiple outlets reported Friday afternoon. This is people in this country of all races like to protest for anything. And it's amazing how an African American that served in our military, that's doing positive things, is being held unjustly because he supports Trump. And it's like, it's no big deal. Nobody protests. Nobody talks about him on television. Nobody says a word about this guy. Floyd, a U.S. Marine veteran, was charged with violating Georgia's Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act, as well as influencing a witness and conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statements. These are bogus charges. Every election comes down to about 20,000 votes or less, and Democrats know this. And they feel that if they can control the black vote in this country, that they, basically can win every election. And this is being done unjustly this is criminal in itself to keep this man in prison while Trump is out of jail. But we're going to keep Harrison Floyd behind bars to send him a message and to try to put a rift between African Americans and Donald Trump, like, oh, Donald Trump left his boy behind. And that's not what's going on here. This is being done by Joe Biden. This is being done by a corrupt DOJ. This man is a hero. He's a combat veteran. He was in our military, and he deserves nothing but respect for trying to help African Americans in this country. This just shows you how low that Joe Biden and Democrats that they'll go. They have no boundaries. They have no morals. Anybody who gets in their way or doesn't go along with their narrative, they have no problem ruining their life. They walk around, they call everything racist and everybody racist. They are racist. This is beyond racist. They're doing this on purpose, keeping an African American man in jail on purpose for one reason. They're trying to send a message to other black Americans. Hey, if you follow in his footsteps, this is what will happen to you. And they're also trying to make it look like, oh, well, look at Donald Trump. He has this black guy work for him and he just left him in the jail. That's not what's going on here. Joe Biden and Merrick Garland are keeping this man in prison unjustly, and he needs to be released immediately. Remember to subscribe to Fortis Money.